Say what?
But I live in Ohio.
Love that carry-on sense of humor. This will be good. Start when you're ready.
Okay. Have you ever had troubles?
Do you ever wish they would go away? I had trouble learning new songs on the guitar.
And some of my socks have holes in them. So when I put on my shoes, I can feel the cold, dark emptiness biting at my soles.
In 1965, Dr. Seuss wrote a short story about a young fellow who had some troubles of his own.
So in order to solve those troubles, he went off in search of a wonderful land where they never have any troubles.
At least very few.
Please enjoy our interpretation of Dr. Seuss's I Had Trouble in Getting to So Lost Saloon.
I was real happy and carefree and young, and I lived in a place called the
Valley of Bum.
And nothing, not anything ever went wrong.
Until one day,
I was walking along.
and that's how it started.
What a shock! I stubbed my big toe.
On a very hard rock.
If I watch out straight ahead, I'll keep out of trouble forever.
He said. But watching ahead, well, it didn't work.
I was watching those rocks. Then I felt a hard jerk. Ow! A very fresh green-headed quilted quail was after my tail. And I learned there are troubles.
Of more than one kind.
Some come from ahead.
And some come from behind.
I'll have to watch out for trouble in my front and back sections.
By aiming his eyeballs in different directions. Then new troubles came. From above and below.
A scratch in my neck and a scrape at my toe. No, I was really in trouble. You know?
The rocks.
The quail.
And the scrits.
And the scrink.
He had so many troubles, he just couldn't think.
And there I was, completely surrounded by trouble. When a chap rumbled up in a one-wheeler waffle.
Young fella, what has happened to you has happened to me, and to other folks too. So I'm off to the city of So Lost Saloon, on the banks of the beautiful river.
Whoa!
I can't. It is not very far in my careless trot. So hop on, come along.
I jumped up behind him.
But all through that day, the road got more bumpy,
More rocky.
more tricky.
By the end of the day, my stomach felt weak. Mister, when do we get to that wonderful town? Are we almost there yet?
Young fella, don't start in this stew. At sunrise, we'll drive into So Lost Saloon, and you'll have no more troubles. I promise, I do.
But when dawn finally came,
And darkness got light.
that wonderful city was nowhere in sight.
Instead of the city,
We ran into trouble. Our camel got sick.
he started to bubble.
But we pulled that old wobble and set out to find.
Some doctor while dragging our camel behind.
Next morning, we located Dr. Sam Snell, who knew about tonsils.
And camels as well. Your camel has a bad case of gleeks and should lie flat in bed for at least
20 weeks. I was tired. Oh, I wanted to crawl in the bed. But the wobble chap sent me away, and he said,
Your troubles are practically all at an end. Just run down that hill and around the next bend. 100 miles later.
12 days without toothpaste or soap. I'd practically almost given up hope.
When someone up high shouted, Here, catch the rope.
A big man on a horse scared me out of my wits. He bellowed,
I am General Genghis Khan.
Schmitz! There is a war going on, and it's time to shield you. Every lad in this land has his duty to do. We need you, my boy. We're going to destroy the perilous poison of Polo's Pass. So get one, your pipe.
he gave me a shooter and one little beam.
Attack without fear. The glorious road to victory is near.
We went around a corner and found that, alas, there was more than one poozer in Pamplemousse Pass.
I suggest it's time to retreat.
And the army raced off on its tin-plated feet.
There I was.
With more boozers than he'd ever seen.
There I was.
With shooter and only one beam.
I had terrible trouble in staying alive.
stand by.
When I saw an old pipe that said,
Vamp number 5, yeah.
I popped my head out.
The great sky was sky blue. And he knew he'd finally go through to the banks of the beautiful river.
Woohoo! I can't be far from so lost Saloon.
There he was, with his glittering towers in the air.
And I knew I'd left all my troubles behind when a chap at a doorway that shimmered and shined
Waved away, that was friendly and kind. Welcome,
he said as he gave me his hand.
welcome, my son, to this beautiful land, where we never have any troubles, at least very few. As a matter of fact, we have only just one. Imagine, this one little trouble, my son, and this one little trouble, you see, is this one little trouble I have with this key. There is only one door into Solar Salou, and we have a key-slapping slipper. We do. This troublesome slipper moved into my door. Since then, I can't open this door anymore. And so, my job at the door here is finished. I'm through. And I'll tell you what I have to do. I'm leaving Solar Salou. And I'm off to the city of Pulabubo, on the banks of the beautiful river Uwo, where they never have any troubles. No troubles at all. Come along with me,
He said as he ran.
and you'll never have any more troubles, young man.
So I started to go, but then I didn't. I decided to head back to the
Valley of Bum.
I know I'll have troubles. I'll even get bit
By the green-headed quail.
on the place where I sit.
But he's bought a big bat. He's all ready, you see.
Now my troubles are going to have troubles with me.